Alright guys, welcome to a brand new video. Today we will be talking about Aerosmith's brand new album, or should we say, an old album. 1975, The Road Starts Here. Let's talk about it. So, Aerosmith has been my favorite band for so many years, right up on top. I'm hugely influenced by Joe Perry's guitar playing, and I love this band, especially the old school stuff, right from the 70s till maybe early 80s. Stuff they did in the 90s was actually pretty good, but everything after that, we all know what the story is. Although, I must say the last album they released in 2012 was actually pretty good. Anyways, we're talking about Aerosmith's new album, or a release of a previously unreleased album. 1975, The Road Starts Here, here spelled as H-E-A-R. Alright, so this album from the get-go is just super good. I cannot highly recommend enough. It is just a phenomenal record. I've been listening to this album all day long and I just cannot seem to get over it. The quality is superb in 2022 for something which was recorded in 1975 on Joe Perry's tape recorder. Whatever they've done to the recording, it's just amazing. It just sounds so raw. It doesn't sound tinny at all. Raw energy, the emotions and everything has been captured in this album. So if you're after the vinyl version of this thing, I highly recommend it. I'm going to be looking at getting mine soon too. I just wasn't able to get it today because my local store didn't have it, so I just have to wait. It's so annoying waiting for new CDs and vinyl records to be available on its release date because for whatever reason everything gets delayed. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into the songs. So if you've already listened to the debut album, I tell you what, this thing sounds better than the debut album. And I have the debut album. I have all of their albums. This is a treat for all us Aerosmith fans. Alright, let's get into the songs. So the intro is pretty much, you can hear the band guys and some other people chatting away in the background, and you can hear Joe Perry playing some licks, which immediately turns into Somebody, and the sound is just so raw. It is so good, and the sound quality is great too at the same time. Quite similar to the recording on the debut. There is little variation in some notes and some vocal melodies and some lyric as well throughout the album, but I think that was kind of expected. This is like 2 years before they recorded the actual album, so they must have changed the lyrics for most of these songs, and that's exactly what they did. Alright, the next one is Reeverhead Woman. Stevens singing on this track is very powerful, more than how it sounded on Night in the Ruts album. Also, the song's tempo is a tad bit slower than the version recorded on the original album, but I'm loving the rawness of this track. So freaking good. Walking the Dog. A slower tempo than the debut version, but man, from the very first guitar note, this song kicks ass. It sucks you in. So powerful. Lots of bits and pieces in the song are slightly different, as I said before, but it's all very good. Moving Out. Also a bit slower than the debut album version. This version sounds very heavy though, especially in the chorus section. Has a very heavy sound to it, and I love it very much. Major Barbara. This track appeared on the Classics Live album. Now that's one album I don't have. Amazing track, and the chorus has a grungy feel to it, which is pretty cool. Something which was invented back in 1975. Very, very cool. Towards the end of the song, there's this circus-like music, and I quite like it. It's pretty cool. Love the song, Major Barbara. And then you got Dream On. This version is a tad bit faster than the recorded version on the first album, and some of the lyrics are slightly different. There's a variation in that. This version, of course, also sounds amazing, as good as the original version. Joe's guitar lick at the end of the chorus is slightly different for the version on the debut album though, so that's something to look at. The end bit sounds like one of their other songs, but I can't remember which one. It's maybe off the Rocks album or Draw the Line. It's, yeah, there's just another song and they've incorporated that same riff and the melody in this song. Mama Can. So surprisingly, the rhythm guitar kind of sounds a little bitchy. Probably they were just having fun with it. I don't know. And Steven's vocal melody is slightly different in comparison to the version on the debut album. So I actually had trouble singing along because the melody is just so different, the vocal melody from the original version, that I struggled. Either way, it's actually really, really good. The lyrics are also slightly different in certain sections of the song. Mostly it's very similar to the original version, I mean, arrangement wise, and that's pretty cool. So there you go, guys. I highly recommend buying this album. I just cannot wait to get my hands on this copy. I nearly pre-ordered this on iTunes, and it was for $13, and I was pretty excited about it, and I just left it to the last minute and I didn't pre-order it. And the moment this album was released around midnight, it just went straight to 16, so $3 more, which kind of became a deal breaker. And I'm also not sure if there's a CD version of this available, and I believe this record was actually released last year during the record store day. So there's that bit as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And also hit that bell button so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And welcome to all the new viewers. Thank you guys. It just gives me the motivation to create more videos. So thank you for all the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.